Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. And welcome to a Monday. We are stepping into a brand new week. Right, here we go. And of course, we have a new teacher for this week. The teacher that leads us into our daily practice this week is John Wellwood. Sunmary, good morning. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to a brand new week. Let's get into today's message. It starts like this. The week stretches before you, a canvas waiting for your brushstrokes, goals to set, dreams to chase. It's the natural human instinct to plan, to propel ourselves towards a perceived better future. But in this mad dash towards what could be, we often forget the most fertile ground for true growth, the present moment, this moment right here. Anthony, good morning. Welcome to this beautiful Monday. Our teacher for this week is John Wellwood, a pioneering psychologist who bridged Eastern spirituality and Western psychology. And as we look ahead at a new week, his message is that, of course, we should plan for the future, but we need to remember that we can't live there. We can't live in that future. So keep returning to the present. Find acceptance for the being that you are right now. It's so easy to slip into the narrative that says, I'll be acceptable once I finally fixed all my flaws. Charlene, good morning. Welcome to Monday. So here's a few thoughts from John Wellwood. He says, forget about enlightenment. Sit down wherever you are and listen to the wind singing in your veins. Feel the love, the longing, and the fear in your bones. Open your heart to who you are right now, not who you would like to be one day, not the saint you're striving to become, but the being right here before you, inside you, around you. All of you is holy. You're already more and less than whatever you can know. Breathe out, touch in, let go. He says, we already have so much abundance, we truly do. We need not search too far, it is within. The reason we fail to recognize this is because we haven't quite mastered the art of being. In recognizing exactly where you have been unconscious, you become more conscious. This, of course, is not a dismissal of goals or aspirations. Planning provides direction, a roadmap for our journey. But it shouldn't become our sole focus, consuming every waking moment with worry about tomorrow. We often get caught in the when I get there narrative. I'll be happy when I finally achieve X, Y, or Z. This mindset transforms life into an endless waiting room where true living is perpetually postponed. Wellwood reminds us that the abundance we crave isn't reserved for some future enlightened state. It is available right now, within the messy beauty of our present reality. The reason we fail to recognize this is because we haven't quite mastered the art of being, he observes. The present moment holds the key. We start this week with a reminder to not get lost in the goals of the future, but to move from moment to moment, reminding ourselves to ask the question, what does this moment ask me to pay attention to? Is it a simmering pot on the stove, a call to a client, or simply the feeling of your breath against your nostrils? By grounding ourselves in the now, we can respond authentically and effectively. Pour 100% of your energy into what the present moment requires of you. This is what sets us up for the next moment and the next. Hey, Craig, good day, mate. Good afternoon, it's good to see you, man. I hope you have a couple of minutes to sit down with us. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's slip into this week together, starting with the first few big breaths. Here we go. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. While you continue your full body breathing, I would like to remind you what exactly it is you're doing right now. With every inhale, become really present with that breath, that inhale. It's not just air flowing in through your nostrils. It's not just filling up your lungs with air. It's an invitation to every cell in your body to participate. Every inhale is an empowering rise. And then when you breathe out, when you exhale, become really present with everything that the exhale is. It's not just letting the air go. It is an invitation to every cell in your body to soften, to surrender, to find rest, reprieve. Every time you stop for a few deep, conscious breaths, there is no choice but to be present, but to step out of the planning for tomorrow, the things you need to get to. And I'm not saying we shouldn't get to them, we need to get to them, I agree. But so often, our minds get lost in tomorrow to the point that we never have a present moment. The reminder is that every time you stop for a few big breaths, you have no choice but to be present. Because I cannot take a breath tomorrow. I can only take a breath right now. Give yourself this reminder multiple times every day. How many times in your day can you stop for a few slow, conscious breaths? How about when you get behind the steering wheel of your car just before you hit the ignition? Can you remind yourself to take a few big breaths then? How about every time you sit in front of your computer, just before your keys hit your fingers hit the keyboards? Can you remember to first take a few big breaths and then get to work? Or perhaps every time you switch on the kettle ready to make yourself a cup of coffee or tea, while you wait for the water to come to a boil, can you remind yourself to slow down for a few deep, conscious breaths? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a brand new week. See your toes sticking right over the edge and see yourself ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. Standing at the start of a brand new week, we take the opportunity to become present and also intentional about how we want to step into this week. Because when we are not present, when we are not being intentional, we are likely on autopilot. On autopilot, we react to life in the same old ways we've reacted to life before. From some old subconscious programming, some old pattern, ways we have learned to cope and survive in the past, repeating on autopilot. And the simple truth is, on autopilot, we tend to recreate the past again and again. So we are taking this moment to be present, be intentional, and decide how it is that we want to walk through this week. Let's start by reminding ourselves of what lies ahead this week, what is already in the calendar. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, take a mental stroll through this week. Take a stroll through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and remind yourself of some of the things that you want to get done this week, some of the people you need to see this week, some of the places you need to go this week. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? This could be an exciting question. What are you creating this week? Or the same question can create a lot of fear if the answer is, I don't know what I'm creating. If that's how your body responds, try again to take a deep breath and soften. We are always creating. We are never not creating. So you could choose any of the ways that you create to focus on this week. The easiest way to think of creating is a beautiful piece of art, something you can put on a table or hang on a wall and point to and say, I created this. Something else that's pretty simple is if you have something like a project deadline. Need to get this project done this week and signed off, and then I can point to that project and say, I did that. But everything else we do is an act of creating too. Every meal you make is literally creating life. How you show up in your home creates that space, the energy in that space. Every conversation you have creates a relationship. So you could choose anywhere in the spectrum of creation to focus on this week. Here's a simpler way to ask the same question. Where will you place your attention this week? Whatever you give your attention to, you're also feeding your energy to. Like watering a plant. And with your attention, it will grow. What do you want to pour your attention on this week? What is it that you want to specifically water this week? Take your next big breath. For a moment, transport yourself to the end of the week. Imagine you have walked your way through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're standing at the end of the week and looking back. As you look back, what would you want to see yourself having done this week? If there were a checklist, what are some things for which you'd like to say, I got this done, I got that done? What are some things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one and I made progress on that one? What would your checklist look like when you reach the end of this week? Take your next big breath. John Wellwood's reminder for us today is, as much as we can and we should plan for the future, we need to remember that the only place we can actually live is of course not in that future. We can only live here where our feet are. Here where your feet are touching the ground in this moment is the only place we can live. It's the only place we can do anything effective. So after planning for the week ahead, can we remind ourselves every day to show up present? Our planning gives us direction. It reminds us where we want this journey to go. But direction only indicates what the next step might be. And the next step is here where I am right now. Take a moment to have this conversation with yourself. How would you encourage yourself to be present and act on, take care of what the present moment requires? Have that conversation for a moment. Take your next big breath. John Wellwood reminds us of the being that you are right now. Not the idealized future version of you, but the being, the soul that you are right now. And you won't find that soul anywhere else than being present. He calls it the being you are right now, right here before you, inside you, all around you. All of you is holy. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, can you open yourself to the being that you are right now? Take your next big breath. And while we have looked at the week ahead, done a little bit of planning for our week ahead, can we remind ourselves to be in touch with the being that we are from moment to moment. And as the being that you are, all you need to do is take care of what the moment places before you. So can I be reminded to ask myself this question from moment to moment? What does this moment ask me to take care of? What does this moment ask me to pay attention to? Can I remember to show up fully present and always take care of what the moment makes available to me? Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more tension on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time John Wellwood's thoughts for us for this week. He says, forget about enlightenment. Forget about getting to that goal of enlightenment. Sit down wherever you are and listen. Listen to the wind singing in your veins. Feel the love. Feel the longing. Feel the fear in your bones. Open your heart to who you are right now. Not who you would like to be somewhere in the future. Not the saint you're striving to become, but the being right here before you, inside you, around you. All of you is holy. You are already more and less than whatever you can know. Breathe out, touch in, let go. He says, we already have so much abundance. We truly do. We need not search too far. It is within. The reason we fail to recognize this is because we haven't quite mastered the art of being. And then the last thought from John Wellwood for today is, in recognizing exactly where we have been unconscious, we become more conscious. So one more time as I step into this week, I am asking to be reminded from moment to moment to ask, what does this moment ask me to pay attention to? What does this moment need me to take care of? We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of standing at the start of a brand new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being given a moment to become present with and intentional about the week I'm stepping into. Deciding where I want to steer my attention this week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder to be present, to plan for the future, yes, but to not get confused and try and live in that future reality, but be grounded here. Creating the future reality because I am paying attention to the present moment right now. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into this week along with us. Eva, very good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to a new week. Craig, thanks for popping in. It's good seeing you, man. Charlene, have a beautiful Monday and an awesome week. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Anthony. It's lovely seeing you. Wishing you the very best week. See you again soon. Ciao, ciao.